Hey, welcome everyone. This is Mike from zozostockwatch.com, and this is going to be your stock watch list for May 13th, Monday. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Hope you're having a spectacular Sunday. We did one video already. Let's get ready for the week ahead. That'll be attached to the end of this video. It's out on YouTube. We did that earlier on Sunday. Let's go ahead and get into the stock watch list for Monday. Some stocks that I'll be watching. That's what we're going to do on this video now. Just got to read you some more news. It never ends here. Donald Trump, some late Sunday night tweets here. We are right where we want to be with China. Remember, they broke the deal with us and tried to renegotiate. We'll be taking in tens of billions of dollars in tariffs from China. Buyers of product can make it themselves in the USA ideal or buy it from non-tariff countries. We will then spend match or better the money that China may no longer be spending with our great patriot farmers, agriculture, which is a small percentage of the total tariffs received, and distribute the food to starving people in nations around the world. Great. Make America great again. Some tweets on a Sunday night, courtesy of the Trade Exchange here, their news box. So Donald Trump tweeting out tonight on a Sunday night. While I'm doing this video, I'll check the futures and see if there's any reaction to that from President Trump's tweets on China. All right. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the SPY here on an intraday basis for the SPY. Let me make this chart bigger for you. So here's our week as it started last week. They popped us up. Then we sold off on the China trade talks going on and negotiations coming to an end. And then they popped us back up. Then they gapped us back down. Then we chopped sideways. They pushed us all the way down. So the lows this week, 282.28. So we'll be watching that area this week. If we break that down, that was the lows this week. Then they pushed us up on Friday into the close. A nice strong move here on Friday, and in the after hours we held up pretty well on the SPY. So there was your action for the week on the SPY. Let's see how it translates into the daily chart here on the SPY. So they pushed us down below the 50 SMA, kind of a hammer candle here, a couple of wick candles here around that 282 area, pushed us up, and then we stalled right back at this 5 EMA on the SPY. So we'll be watching either for a continuation move to the upside over that 289 or over the 5 EMA around 288.61, or we're watching to see if there's going to be a breakdown of the lows here on the SPY, 282.30. And you could translate that all the way, any market that you might be watching, whether it be the SPY or the Qs. So basically you're watching for the Qs. You're watching over the highs here to see if the bulls can push us back up over that 186 level on the Qs, or are they going to break us down, the bears, on the lows, 181.03, and break down below that 50 SMA on the daily chart. You do have some IPOs coming out this week, so the IPO parade continues on here. You have Beer, BEER, will be coming out with an IPO this week. CPTI also with an IPO this week. You can read what they do. I'll scroll through this slowly for you. AVTR is another IPO coming out this week. FLSY is another IPO coming out this week. Supposedly they do web solutions for the likes of the New York Times and Twitter on FSLY. And then this LK, they're being touted as the so-called Starbucks of China, an IPO that will be coming out this week. LK, once again, this courtesy of Benzinga. Let's go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin this week, because that's going to play a factor in my watch list. Bitcoin breaking above 7,000 over the weekend here and holding above it thus far on Bitcoin. So that's going to put some of those crypto stocks on our radar for tomorrow and for the week ahead. Let's see, what else did I want to go over? Some biotech conferences coming out this week. They have listed here REGN under Benzinga, but I believe their information came out Friday. I'm not sure if there's more to come out, but it says the FDA is set to rule Monday on Regeneron, so we'll have to see if that's going to happen. I thought they released it already. SESN. Monday, all right, for that one. And then we have ACHN Friday. They're due on Friday, and this is for their PDUFA dates. Also, MDCO May 18th, Saturday, May 18th for that name. So that's some of your PDUFA dates and some biotech news. And once again, I'm scrolling through it slowly so you can read it. I'll put these links in the comments section down below of this video. So if you want to grab those, you can. Once again, I'll be watching the futures as I'm doing this video, and the minute they open up, I'll let you know where the futures are. So right now it's about 10 minutes to 6 my time. The futures open up at 6 p.m. Eastern time on Sunday nights. It's the U.S. and Chinese government both sent signals ahead of their trade talks in Washington last week. That a pact was so near that they would discuss the logistics of a signing ceremony. So it was close with the negotiations. But anyway, constant news coming out about China and the trade talks between U.S. and China. So sorry to keep interrupting. ATAI, this will be on the watch list for Monday and probably the rest of the week. You had this big, strong move a while back in up to 450 here, and it looks like we're holding above the 10 SMA here, that $2 area, and we have this 250, 265 spot on ATI, which once again has pushed up to about $4 and change here. So we'll keep it on watch. Did close okay on Friday on ATAI, so keep it on watch. ATEC. A strong move on Friday here, 640,000 shares, has that 425 number up ahead, holding above $4, holding the 10 SMA and your 5 EMA. One I think deserves a watch. AVP, now there's a lot of takeover chatter around this name if they're putting themselves up for sale. You see how many times it's come up to this 325, 327, 330 area, in that area, right? And we constantly pull back from there. If we ever do get over that 330, 335 spot on AVP, a nice candle here. 16.2 million shares came into this stock on Friday, so definitely one that was getting some attention on Friday. A strong close, holding up in the after hours here, holding above VWAP also. AWSM, now this one had 7 million shares come into it, 325, 330 area, stalled this one out again, closed below the 50 SMA on the daily chart. So it looks like they gapped it up in the morning, then they pulled it back, then the dip buyers showed up, got us back above VWAP going into the close. The green line you see on my chart here, so into the close it was moving up, so we'll see. BYND, now you have a stock that popped twice up to $85, and now we've pulled back down to almost $60. Now this thing can be spready intraday. You have to play it with a small position size on this name. Maybe some more damage comes into it. Hey, the cheaper the better, right? So we'll keep an eye on Beyond. Maybe we get a better price on that one. CGC. Cannabis name. Now look how many straight days we've been down here, right, on CGC and remaining below this 5 EMA. You see where the 5 EMA crossed the 10 SMA, but we did get kind of a hammer candle here around the 50 SMA. The low on CGC was 45.88, and the high here on this name was 47.51. So maybe back over that 48 area. The 5 EMA on this stock is 47.80. So watch if it can break back above 48. 28. That would be a continuation move, perhaps, on CGC. Possible swing trade also on CGC. Coop in the software space holding up real well. Let's see. This one they were pushing up in the after hours on Friday, closed very strong. Software infrastructure has this 105 area. We've been up here before and been rejected, so keep that in mind on Coop. But a lot of these software stocks, I talked about them in my previous video. Let's get ready for the week ahead. We're making some good moves, Team and Workday. So keep an eye on this Coop if you can take out this 105 area. CRM also bouncing back here. Here's a hammer candle at the 100 SMA. So this is what I'm talking about on CGC. If you get that continuation above this hammer candle, you could get a nice move up. So CRM now, nice bounce back, getting back above the 5 EMA. Holding below the 20 SMA here, though. The highs on CRM, 160.61, so maybe over 161 for this name. Keep it on watch. Looks interesting if they want to keep these names popping up. Dip buyers showing up on that one. Cronus Group. You know, we're getting close. We're holding above this 14 area on Cronus Group. We came down a couple of times here to that 14 spot, and dip buyers showed up. We're holding above the 200 SMA here. So maybe a possible swing trade on this name. And you can go up against the 200 SMA. If they break that 200 SMA on Cronus Group, that would be your out. As you can see here, it was popping up into the close on Friday. CYTK 1050 number has been hit quite a few times on CYTK, 900,000 shares. If they can get it over that 1050, 1055 area for this name, you might get a continuation move, or maybe watch some kind of red to green, a pullback move on the open, and then reversing back up over VWAP. Keep an eye on that. Disney, right? Always watching Disney lately. A hammer candle here, dip buyers showing up. Lows on Disney Friday were 131 area. Has that 134.30 spot, and then after that, it looks like, you know, the big 135 spot, and to get back above the 10 SMA on Disney. Possible swing trade in this name on DIS. All that news in Disney lately. GENE, big pop on Friday. 45 million shares came into this now. This stock was hanging around 70 cents for the longest time. Then it pops up on Friday to $1.60 on this name. So we'll see. Not in love with this, but you know, we'll see how it sets up intraday for next week. Now, like I said, we got to watch some of the crypto stocks. You know, Mara is a candidate to keep on watch. There's a lot of crypto stocks, so keep Mara on watch. We'll see what it wants to do on the open on Monday. MAXR has been holding up pretty well, trying to turn the corner here. After being damaged, now they're turning it back up. 715 area has been a resistance spot on this stock so far. 2.4 million shares came into the name on that one. Speaking of Bitcoin, on my Twitter feed here, Zozo Stockwatch, I put a list of the Bitcoin crypto stocks, NXTD, Grow, GCAP, SRAX, IDEX, Overstock, XNet, which reports earnings tomorrow, by the way, NETE, DPW, NVIDIA, AMD, RIOT, Mara, TEUM, and Kodak. So there's a list of them out on my Twitter feed there if you want to take a look at that. So I don't want to go through all of them tonight on this video. I don't want to make it too long. We'll be here forever. And then some other stocks I'll be watching for the week ahead. You know, Microsoft having a strong close and pushing back up. Watch over that 10 SMA from Microsoft. Possible swing trade. MTCH had good earnings. Got the earnings gap up here. Has this 68.88 or 69 area, and then the big round number $70 ahead there. So keep an eye on this one. If it pulls back down to the 5 EMA, you could gain entry. I don't think I'd want to chase that one up Let's check NBEV real fast. NBEV has been holding above $5 for quite a few days here. So you could kind of play NBEV if you want to try it. And if you break down below, say, 490, that would be your out if you want to do a swing trade on this name. By the way, if this video is helping you out, please hit the thumbs up down below. Hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Try to build our channel here. Hit the subscribe button and hit that like button so YouTube knows we're getting some action out here, as they say. Another name that was very strong, Nuon, nice pop up on Friday and Thursday, a big volume coming in, and this was on a down day. Software applications and Nuon was popping up, so keep that one on your radar for the rest of the week. Maybe you get a pullback for an entry, all right, on Nuon. Like I said, Overstock will be on watch. Closed strong on Friday. One of the crypto names, RIOT, the other crypto name, one of the other crypto names you could keep an eye on for RIOT. This one was popping up when Bitcoin was moving up. And once again, Bitcoin's over 7,000, so we'll see if these stocks are going to get moving. Sedge had earnings, the gap up on earnings here. Now it's kind of flagging and consolidating under $54 a share on Sedge, solar name. SOLY had a strong Friday move. Only 249,000 shares in this name. Very spready intraday. And look at this run. This thing was at $5. Now it's up at 13.60. I think it needs to pull back again, and maybe we'll give it another shot. The market now, we don't know what the futures are going to be doing. I'm trying to keep an eye on them. Let's see my time. We're about 2 minutes away from the futures opening up. But if we're going to have some pullbacks in the market, you got to keep these inverses on watch. SPXU is an example. As the markets move down, SPXU moves up. You also have TZA as the IWM. The Russell 2000 moves down. TZA will move up. So this is if the markets pull back. Another one that I'll be watching is SDS. As the SPY moves down, the SDS will be moving up. And then there's also TQQQ. This is the Ultra Pro. If the markets are going to continue to move up, you might want to keep an eye on TQQQ to the long side. Also SQQQ. You might want to keep an eye on this if the Qs start moving down because of the trade talks not working out. We could get a pop in the SQQQ. And then TVIX, right? TVIX for intraday play only. I wouldn't recommend holding TVIX overnight. A little bit dangerous there. But they all pulled back. This pulled back on Friday. But if the markets are soft going forward, you may want to keep an eye on TVIX for intraday plays. Uber, the IPO, this will be on watch. Who knows how low they want to take this thing, but we'll be looking for an opportunity. Maybe they'll take it down too far, and we'll get a pop to the reversal side for a intraday play. Very holding up okay. 758,000 shares. Came right up to this declining 200 SMA and then stalled out here a little bit. For me, I think it needs to get up over this $8 area, but it did have a decent Friday. It needs more volume too. VFF over in the cannabis space, trying to get up back above the 13 dollar area and the 50 SMA. This is the one Citron went after on Tuesday, the 16th of April, pushed it down. Since then, it's been consolidating and turned back up on Friday. WKHS, this is the one that Donald Trump put in his tweet last week and popped this thing. We actually traded this at zozostockwatchinc. We got about a 50-60% gainer in this name on WKHS. So we'll have this one on watch. And then lastly, WPRT, 4.6 million shares in this name. The highs were 225. Big strong close on Friday. Strong candles means the buyers were in control all day on this name, WPRT, and that volume is going to get noticed. 4.6 million shares on that name. Don't forget you have this new IPO, JMIA, the Amazon of Africa. It's being touted. They have earnings before the open, this courtesy of the trade exchange. Some earnings after Monday's close. The bigger names, Billy, BILI, HOLI, IMMR, LM, MIME, NVGS, STE, STNE in the software space, Brazilian company there. Take Two Interactive, this one will be reporting in the gaming sector, and TME, all reporting after the bell on Monday. Some of the bigger names there, courtesy of the trade exchange. So it's about 4 minutes after 6 Eastern time, my time. So the Dow futures currently are just opening up here. It's early in the session here, though. But we do have the Dow futures down 178 points at the moment. S&P futures down 21 points, and the Nasdaq futures down 65. So right now the futures are opening up red, most likely because of those tweets that I was showing you at the beginning of this video. Once again, we'll see. Don't take on too many positions. Don't overtrade right now. If you're a swing trader, keep your cash. Keep building up your cash right now. Don't overtrade. The futures are currently moving down. Now that could be, one more tweet and we could move back up. We're a headline-driven market right now. The bulls are defending this 50 SMA on the SPY, trying to. So it looks like they're going to be tested today again, or tomorrow, I should say, on the futures. Here's your futures once again, and we'll close it out there. This is Mike from zozostockwatch.com. If you'd like to try my service, it's $30 for 30 days. You could come be in our trading community for $30 for your first month for new subscribers. All right. And once again, if this video is helping you out, put some ideas on your plate. Hit that like button down below. We'd greatly appreciate it. If you're new to our channel, hit the subscribe button. Hit that bell if you'd like to be notified by email. Have a great day trading tomorrow. We'll be back at it with another video Monday for Tuesday.